Islam will call the LA Kitab. We all believe in one God. We all have our roots there. You know, as Pakistani, everyone said India, 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 and I said that would be an insult to me. I'm a Pakistani. We start joking, we start laughing. When I'm roaming around them in recess, I'll say, "Hey, give me something to eat," and they'll come running, "Father." We are all human beings. That's the greatest uniting factor.
Today we are going to discuss with Father Mario Rodrigues. Yes, he's the man behind the success of Christian community and again behind the success of St. Patrick's School. We always say that if you have to gain success, you have to have knowledge. Around the globe, the world is becoming a difficult place to live. We are all fighting with each other in the name of religion, in the name of politics, in the name of our country. But this world was not made for fights. This world was made to create happiness, to create humanity. For this reason, today we are going to talk about lots of questions which you may want the answer, which the world needs the answer, just to create humanity. I won't take much of your time and I will move forward and welcome Father Mario.
Thank you, Nadeem. Thank you very much.
Father, first of all, tell me, how was your childhood?
My childhood was a good childhood. I grew up in Karachi from my childhood, from the time I was born. And we were living in, not exactly in more garden area, but it could come under Sadr, but in what we called Randall Road, next to Anglesey Hospital, that area. It was a very close community where mainly we were all surrounded with our Catholics and Christians. But there was always interaction with our Muslim brothers and sisters in schools. They would come over from Plaza, etc., and join us. So we would have a very fruitful relationship. And it was there only what we learned of creating. There was interreligious harmony, I would say today. That time it was no interreligious harmony. That time it was just playing fun, enjoying yourself, enjoying your company, enjoying others' company. We didn't care who you were a Muslim, you were a Christian, or anything. We would play together, we would laugh together, we would joke together, we'd eat together, we would go out together, and things like that. So it was a great childhood.
And what about your higher education?
Yes, higher education. I mean, I did my primary from Al-Ghayr Fatima, that was just next door. And then afterwards, I went to St. Paul's High School, where I did my metric. After that, I went to St. Patrick's College and passed my inter. Then after that, I felt a calling and I joined the seminary. I spent 1 year in the minor seminary, where we just had basic knowledge about seminary life, about logic, etc. And then finally the major seminary, where we had 2 years of philosophy and all philosophical subjects. And then the remaining 4 years we had theological subjects, etc.
Okay, Father, being a priest and having such great knowledge, what would you say about those people who create hatred, who create, such things that people start fighting? What does Jesus say about that?
Jesus always has said to bring on peace, and he's called a title which is Prince of Peace, is one of his titles. And the thing is that it's not only Jesus. I think every religion, there's no religion that will say you have to kill or you have to fight.
Very well said.
You have to. Every religion calls you to mutual understanding, to living together, to be a total human being. I think that's what every religion will call you to. And I think that's exactly what Jesus tells us. Jesus tells it's not it's challenging for us, because he says everything else, normal things. You love your friends, you love your neighbors, your family. But I tell you, go and love your enemies. Pray for your enemies. Pray for those who persecute you. So I think that's the challenge we have to strive for, and that's the challenge we have to work for.
What a beautiful words. I've said this question and very well answered by Father Mario. Because you see, we Muslims even, we love Jesus. Yes, we respect every word of Jesus, and it is very surprisingly when people say, oh, Muslims have said this against the Christians, or the Christians have said this against the Muslims, and people try to create hatred, and people try to create, a lot of things so they may become a hero. Father, a real hero in Christianity is who?
I think in Christianity, a real hero would be a person who lives by the teaching of Jesus Christ.
Okay, so it's very important to read Bible, because I have seen people are fighting about Christianity, but they have not read the Bible, and they are just taking the news from TikTok, from social media, and then trying to elaborate it and saying, oh, the Muslims have said this, oh, the Christians are saying this, oh, the life in Pakistan is very dangerous. Yes, coming to the life of Pakistan, Father, I've never seen you with any guards or gunmen around you. Why is that so?
Because I'm a Pakistani, because I live in Pakistan, and I'm proud to be a Pakistani. And I mean, for me, being a Pakistani is something great. And this year, on the 11th of August, I was at the assembly. I was invited to the assembly along with His Eminence Cardinal Joseph Coates. Mm-hmm. And at that assembly, it was passed that the word minority will be removed, and it will be other non-Muslims or Pakistani non-Muslims. So that I felt very proud of that day. Because why? Because I never considered myself to be a minority. I always considered myself a Pakistani, and as a Pakistani, I have full rights to live. Okay, what if God forbid anything happens? What, I'll die?
Yes, incidents do happen all over the world. It's not that crime is only in Pakistan. It is in New York, where we go in the Bronx area. It is in Japan. It is in China. It is all over the globe. But when we say about some Christianity or Hinduism or Judaism, a lot of people have made up stories that life in Pakistan is not safe for Christians. Is it so?
No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. I mean, I'm safe. We celebrate every feast of ours, and there's never been a problem. We've never had a problem celebrating Christmas, Easter. Yes, we do take precautions. We have police, we have rangers at the gates, etc. But we've never had, and there's always, in Karachi at least, definitely, we've had that mutual understanding. The government, bishops, when I was in the cathedral, 23rd, 24th, 25th, oh my God, it would be just overwhelming. You would have all the officials coming and meeting Bishop and meeting you and all. It was so good. Why? Because they always felt that we were contributing to society. And okay, we are very good. But that coming together, that was very important.
Father, do you think that the Muslims respect Jesus Christ?
Oh yes, of course. Of
Okay,
course, I do.
I just said this question because a lot of Christians think that Muslims do not respect Jesus Christ. That's wrong. We Muslims, we celebrate each and every occasions, whether it's a happiness or sadness. If we are living together, we respect our neighbors, we respect our friends, we respect everyone who's living with us. So the concept of that Muslims do not respect Christians or Jesus Christ, I think the best answer Father Mario gave was that Muslims are like brothers to them. Okay, Father, one more interesting question which I always, try to ask everyone from every religion. Are people free to marry each other?
Yes, there are laws, etc., governing that, and they are free. There's supposed to be a certain protocol that has to be followed, and you can, even canon law does give, canon law is the law of the church, and yes, it does give. What do you call it? Does give this thing for interreligious marriage, etc. So it's allowed. It's just no problem. But like I said, you just have to follow the laws and the protocols, etc.
Yes, I ask this question with a lot of time. There's stories comes that the Christian community girl was forced to become Muslim, then she was forced to marry, and she never wanted it. Such stories, do they have any facts in it?
Maybe some places, but there are many people who have got. I know of a friend of mine. He passed away, I think, a couple of months back in America. He grew up in Pakistan, and he married a Christian girl, and they lived very happily till he passed away. He would celebrate his feast, and she would celebrate his feast.
Wow.
The beauty of it, when he was here, he would always drive her to church. He would sit down in the car waiting for her. She would go to church, and after Mass, she would come back. There's another doctor who married a lady. In today, I mean, she's still alive, God bless him. He brings his wife to church. He will come with her in church. He'll sit down there, attend the whole Mass, and after Mass, he'll take her and go home. He meets all of us. He meets the bishop. He meets me. I mean, so he's just. Religion is just one aspect of our life, but the rest of our life, we are human. I mean, Nadeem, you are a Muslim, I'm a Christian. Okay, we've been friends with each other, although we don't meet so often, but we know each other from, so many years.
Yes.
Exactly. And we met on a talk show like this, and from that time we just became one, we became good friends. And so, that's the beauty of life.
You see, this is the reason I always tell everyone, you should always know what people are saying and what they mean. A lot of people just say it without understanding what they mean. And then the fight creates, then people start talking a lot of things. It is very easy to criticize. But before criticizing, remember this, that go to the depth of it. This show is specifically made so people may know that what Christians and Muslims think in Pakistan. Okay, Father, when we are talking about humanity all over the globe, nowadays there are people talking about Jerusalem, how Jews are reacting, how Muslims are having problems. What are your views over there?
Like even the Holy Father, Pope Leo, he's been, even Pope Francis, they've always been stressing for peace. They took peace all over the world. And I remember Pope Francis, I can't remember exactly who it was, but there was some head of state, he had a meeting with them, and at the end of the meeting, he went down on his knees and begged them to bring on peace.
My God.
So I think because we are all bothered about peace, not about war. For example, my little knowledge of the Middle East, especially the Holy Land, what we call Jerusalem, etc., is a place where what Islam will call the Ahle Kitab are all present there. You'll have Jews there, you'll have Christians there, and you'll have the holy place of Muslims in Israel, in the Holy Land, what you call. So why the fights? We all believe in one God. We all have our roots there, and still there's all fighting, and it's terrible what's going on. The amount of people suffering because of justice. And I asked one question: do you think God will be happy seeing this? That was my question.
Beautiful question, and I think this answer everyone has, but they are not thinking about it. When Father very rightly said we are all Ahle Kitab, it means that we are following all the book of God, whether it is Bible, or Torah, Injil, and then we as Muslims, Quran, we feel that everything has been compiled together. So it means there is a creator, and creator does not need any followers. We need the creator. So Father, why is it so that people have forgotten that all religion are saying to be good, and they are fighting with each other? What is the root cause of it?
I would say the root cause is our human nature, our selfishness, because I want to be in power. It's I. We are becoming so egoistic. Everything is, the world should be centered around me. I should be the center of the world. I think that is the biggest problem we are facing today. And that is why there's so much hatred, so much envy, so much fights, so many wars because of this reason.
Okay, and do you think this is the reason in West, some of the people, they think that, the Muslims are not doing right, and they are trying to, put up things together to create hatred, to create war. So, could you elaborate on this?
I would say what they generalize very easily. It's the knowledge what they have. There was one a classmate of mine who would always say, lack of knowledge is no excuse. And I would call this lack of knowledge. People who don't know much of Islam, they have just seen Islam because of what had happened. Like for example, like the first time I went to America, and I was taken to a school by the parish priest, and he says, Father Mario is from Pakistan. You know as Pakistani? Everyone said, India, 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 India. And I said, that would be an insult to me. I'm a Pakistani.
Great,
India
great.
were our neighbors, but we have not very good ties with them. We are always in loggerheads with them. And that's why I'm a Pakistani. And Pakistan is just next to India, but not India. We, as Pakistan, we have our own identity, we have everything our own, and I'm proud to be a Pakistani, I told them that. So that was at one time. And afterwards, after 9/11, then people discovered, started listening to about Pakistan. And for many people got an idea where Pakistan was only bad. When you live in Pakistan, but it's a Muslim country, you're a Christian. What's wrong? We've been living there all our lives from 1947. Christians have been living. In fact, my father came to Pakistan before Pakistan was created. Even in 1940, he came to Pakistan. So I said, there's nothing wrong in Pakistan. So yes, but Muslims. I said, so what? Muslims are very good.
Okay, let me tell you one thing which may surprise all the viewers even. I've gone to India and I told someone I want to visit Mount Mary. That's a beautiful church in Bandra. So when I visited over there and I was just talking to everyone, and people said, we love Pakistanis. They have a vision. They respect Jesus. They respect Mother Mary. And that was what I came to know, that people love each other. It is as you said, the people of power. They create fights in between us. They have created borders. Otherwise, I have visited all over the India. I have visited to England. I have visited America. I have visited Japan. I have visited Saudi Arabia. I see all the people love to have humanity and love. But the problem is, what we do not hear is from the good people, that good people are talking less and the evil-minded people are talking more.
Exactly.
And so the listeners, most of them, they listen to the evil talks. And the people who are very good in it, they never come on the shows. So this is the reason we invited you, Father, so people may know, because people may know that Father living over here. And then again, you have been serving this country, you have been serving the Muslims. As I say, Father has brought up a generation, because he is a principal of a school even. So, Father, how do you find in teaching the Muslim students?
How do you find? I mean,
Like,
they are human beings. They are boys. I mean, I'm in a boys' school, so they are my friends. Yes, I'm very strict. Many of them are afraid of me, but many of them during recess, before school, etc., we start joking, we start laughing. When I'm roaming around them in recess, I'll say, "Hey, give me something to eat," and they'll come running, "Father, I'm just joking," and we have a good time. I mean, it's not that
the religion difference
there's
does not come.
no, not at all, not at all. No one said, "Oh, he's a priest," and I'm in my casting every day. Okay, so everybody knows I'm a priest. I'm a Christian. Everybody knows that. But no one said, "Okay, let's keep away from him because he's a Christian. I'm a Muslim." No. Oh, I'm a Hindu. I'll stay away from him. No. We joke, we laugh with the boys, and we. I mean, yes. If you're wrong, I'm very strict with you. That I will be. But I tell them, I said, when it's time to joke, we'll joke. When it's time to laugh, we'll laugh. When it's time to be strict, I'll make us study. I said, because it's not that I don't like y'all, I like y'all very much, and I want y'all to do very good in society. I said, tomorrow, if you become something big, I won't say, "Hey, yeah, give me something." Yeah, I won't take it. I won't that thing. I'll just say, "I'm proud that you've done." Like now, one of our students, he got 9 in O levels. He 3 subjects in class 10 and then 3 in 11. He got all A stars. So I'm very proud of him. I mean, and I was very happy with him. So, and many of our students have done like that. So it's great.
How do you find the parents? How do they react with you?
Parents also are very cooperative. They are very cooperative. Like now, for past 2 years for Ashura and as well as for Chelam, we started putting out Sabil because we are not on a main procession area, but we are. There's a procession that comes from Lines area that passes the school and then turns and then joins the main procession. So we are at that place to provide for this one procession. So they come about 12, for Ashura they are there around 11:30, 12, and for Chelam they are there about 3 o'clock. So you must see the reaction when they come, and the older men, they'll come and they'll hug me. There was one fellow this time who we filled the glasses, etc. He took a glass, he drank half, and he says, he gave it to his friend, he said, "Just drink." He said, "Why did you take if you didn't want to?" He says, "No, I didn't want to drink because I was so thirsty, but I only drank it because of the love of this child." He pointed to me, because of the love of this child. I said, that's exactly what, last year, when the head of the Boda community, I forgot his name, he was down. They were using the cathedral ground as a thoroughfare right through, and no one has stopped them. We allowed them that. Wow. And I'm telling you, and then afterwards, I think the day before Muharram, or on the 9th of Muharram, they are supposed to fast something. And then the community got together and said, "They are fasting, let us put a sabil down." In the cathedral, in the very cathedral, they placed a sabil. So when we were passing from KPI ground and going to this thing, they would pass there, they would stop there, they would have a drink, and it left many people speechless and said, "What love that is."
Beautiful. Okay, Father, what about, like people say in West, that the Christians, they don't get holidays like in Easter or on Christmas. In Pakistan, they don't give holidays to people, the employees. Is it true?
No, I don't. I have not seen that. For example, in the school system, we, like this time, we two of us, Mr. Lenny Dias and myself, were in part of the standing committee for the metric board. And the Secretary Education was there at that meeting, and we said, "Look, Mr. Lenny Dias was very vocal, and he spoke out very loudly that during Ramzan we should not have board exams. Why? Because many of the boys go for Tarabiyah, etc., which they don't get time to study, etc. He said, don't this thing. And then so anyway, they gave into it. And then we fought. We said, but we want for our students that on Holy Thursday, Good Friday, Holy Saturday, Easter Sunday, and Easter Monday, these 5 days, no paper. And they thought about it and they said, okay. And this time, I think after a long time, we had no exam for 5 days. The board exams have started, and then from Holy Thursday till Easter Monday, there was a gap because of Easter, and then they started again, which was a very beautiful gesture, and I was very grateful to the board for doing this. And that's, of course, the government of Sindh who passed that and said, yes, it should go ahead.
Okay, so it means like not common people, even the government,
yes,
they support the Christians.
Of course. I mean, there's when even like for example, the winter holidays start from usually the 20th or 22nd to the 1st. From the 1st you start till the 31st. Sorry, from the 1st you start. But we always ask the government. We in writing we send it to them that we would like to start our holidays maybe from the 20th of December and instead of the 1st, because 1st is New Year's Day. 2nd depends on if 2nd is maybe a Friday or something. Then we say give us that weekend and we start on Monday. And the government always, they've never said no, you're so many days less you're going to be teaching. No, they always say of course, and they give us this thing. So I don't feel that at all.
Father, do you think that those people who create fights, do they belong to any religion?
They may belong, but we don't consider. You should not consider.
Or they are labeled.
Yeah, exactly. They bring a bad name to a religion by saying that I belong to Christianity and Christianity doesn't believe in this. That brings a bad name to Christianity. Same with Islam. I mean that I am a Muslim and I'm coming to blow myself up in this thing. That brings a bad name to Islam.
Yes, so we as we always say, those people, extremists or the terrorists who say we blow up, they may use the name of Islam, they may use the name of Christianity, they may use the name of Judaism.
Yeah.
Yes, because a lot of, even, no religion will tell you to kill. Like the people we are seeing in Gaza, the children, as you said, Jesus wouldn't be happy to see children crying. Jesus wouldn't be happy seeing so much of blood on such a holy land. So Father, the creation of our Lord was for us to have a happy life.
Yeah.
Then why is it so that evil is now taking a lot of places, like evil things are being actively working?
Nadeem, I wouldn't say it's only evil. We are looking at the evil only. Because there's also, for example, now look, during the rain, you know how bad that rain was. I know how difficult it was. Many of our teachers reached home halfway through midnight. And they said while going home, we were scared, anything could happen to us. But the way just listening to what people said, people opened their houses to shelter one another. People didn't care whether you were a Christian or a Muslim or you're a Hindu. If you were in trouble, they were ready to help you. That was the beauty of that proved the point that how everyone was playing out. Oh, it's so much of water, and the government has failed, and this and that, this. But I thought this was one thing that should have been played up more. That yes, Shazia of Dawn did bring it up in her this thing. I can't remember what her title, but very nice article about this, and others even wrote about it, and which should be played up more and really bring on the show the world that it's not only hatred what we have. We also have that love. We also have that brotherhood. They didn't say, "Oh, he's not a Christian. Oh, he's a Christian. Let's not help him." No, they didn't. It was for everybody, and that was the beauty of it.
Father, your last message on this show, what would it be?
I would say that if we want, I mean, I would love to see peace in this world. We every day at every mass, we always praying for peace. And I would say what is more important is pray for peace and unity. Pray for brotherhood. Pray. We must all join hands together and become one. Forget our differences. Everyone is different. You're different from me. I'm different from you. Everyone is different from each other. We are not the same, but still we are all human beings. That's the greatest uniting factor. So let's be human beings and let's live together as one human family.
That's true. I even believe that we should all work on humanity. We may be thinking different, but all religion tells us to be good, to love humanity. And if we love humanity, we should understand our own religion. People who are Christians, they should read Bible. People who are Muslims, they should read Quran. And so on goes with every religion. But please do understand and read your religion books. Because people will misguide you. They will treat you and in such a way that you will think that yes, he's the boss. No, he's not the boss who's teaching you. The boss is the creator. And he has sent you many messengers. He has sent you the book. So read those books and follow your heart, your soul. And before thinking of, before doing anything, before anything in this world, think only one thing. That is love humanity, and just don't stand up and say, oh, these Pakistanis are like this, oh, these Muslims are like this, oh, these Christians are like this. This creates hatred. Stop the hatred. Love humanity. Thank you very much.